So we're going to do a lower leg today, and I'm going to get right into it so we can hopefully film this in a quick amount of time. So she hasn't been sugaring. She was shaving before this, and she has hair that you can really see. So that's going to be good for this video. So you spray down well, then take a dry wipe and wipe the skin off. And I'm going to be careful because she said there's a few areas that are a little bit irritated on her. And I'm going to do my best. Okay, so powder. Don't use the hand you're going to grab the sugar with. This camera is touching the table a little bit, so if it wiggles now and then, that's why. So sugaring's going to be a little bit messy. It's going to get a little powder everywhere, and you just have to not be afraid of a little bit of a mess. Here is the amount of sugar. So you need a pretty big ball if you're going to speed sugar legs. I'm going to start on this side. We seem to have something next door if you can hear any of these sounds on the camera. So it's important to do this in kind of a grid. And her hair is long, so when I lift off, which I'm going to have to do, because her hair is going to be resistant, because it hasn't been sugared. So when you lift off, make sure you ask if it's pulling, and when you're molding, it's pulling. Okay. She's not looking forward to this because it's been a long time. Okay. So you're probably going to want to mold twice, and you're going to see some of the shorter ones are going to stick in there when it's been a long time. So you may have to go back and do a little bit of detail work. I'll show you as much of that as I can. So you need to mold slow enough that it doesn't pull the hair. So she can wave her hand at me if she's feeling pulling when I'm lifting off or while I'm molding. And it's really important, I say this in all my videos, pressure is going to be really important on her because it's been a long time. Also, you know, making sure that the molding portion is not torturous. It might be hard to see this side. She's trying to turn for you. So, filming, I'm going to have a professional photographer help me at some point, but we're using a really good HD camera now, and it's challenging to film without it on a stand. So when people have gone from shaving to sugaring, this first time it's gonna hurt and the hair is gonna grow in, you know, not like it will after they get on a schedule. So some of the short ones that aren't coming out may not come out this time, and you know, the client just kind of needs to be prepared by you to come back in on a schedule, and that their leg is not going to be perfect until they stay on a schedule. So on a lower leg, I usually go right above the knee. And my model, did you scrub this week? Okay. So her roots are just going to be a little bit resistant because she's been shaving, but something else that'll slow you down with people that are transitioning or people who've done hair removal, they need to be scrubbing and scrubbing regularly, even if they don't have any issues with ingrowns. So you can see me going back now real quick and getting these little strips. So everybody's hair is going to be different. You're going to have these easy clients where it all comes off in one little swoop. And then you're going to have clients where you need to make sure you book time until you know clients for the worst case scenario. So you see I moved across the leg in a grid, and that's what you need to do. Make sure you do pressure, like I said, after you pull each area. This time, because it's been a while, is definitely going to smart. And for things like Brazilians and smaller areas where it's not dangerous to put a whole bunch of numbing cream on, people who really need numbing cream, give it to them. There's no reason they shouldn't have a better experience. I just had a client this week that on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the worst, her pain level was at a 10, for the whole Brazilian. And I gave her the numbing cream and said, get back on the schedule. And she's never been able to wax regularly because of the pain. So it was so thankful to have the numbing cream. Some of them aren't safe for large areas. It can be dangerous. So make sure on legs and large areas that you don't put on numbing cream and wrap yourself in plastic. That can actually be fatal. So